This is not an acceptable or standard method of training that our canine unit uses.
A Calgary cop on camera kicking his canine partner, drawing outrage online and a rebuke from the Calgary Police Service.
We have spoken with the officer involved, who has taken immediate responsibility and expressed regret for his actions.
The Calgary Police Service condemning the actions of the officer, but adding there's more to this viral video than what we see, explaining that it happened during a high-risk weapons call.
The PSD began barking, which could have alerted offenders to the location of the officers on scene. In response to this high-stress officer safety situation, the handler struck the PSD once. The PSD was not injured in this incident.
The correct way to silence the dog?
Is verbally correct the dog. Obviously, verbally correcting the dog in that situation would have just added to the noise of the situation. The next option the handler should have gone to would it be correcting the dog's behavior with the leash.
But in this instance,
my understanding is the first attempt was the kick.
A 30-year police veteran who has trained canines for more than 4 decades reviewed the video for City News. We've agreed not to identify him as he still has ties to North American police services. He says it looks like the officer was trying to get his dog's attention, pointing out the dog immediately understood what its handler wanted and was more startled than anything. He goes on to say while the kick may be considered improper, he agrees with CPS it was not abusive. It was done out of urgency.
We're not concerned that this officer and this dog cannot do their duties. We want to make sure that the way they perform their duties are consistent with their training.
The dog is still living with its handler, who has been with the canine unit for 6 years. The incident remains under review, with CPS saying there is no concern for the dog's safety, making it clear there are no concerns with its training or behavior. In Calgary, Jonathan Muma, City News.
Police are hoping a tip from the public will help give them a break in the murder of 35-year-old Nathaniel Goodeye. Goodeye's mother called police on June 29th after not hearing from her son in 6 days. He was then found dead at a home on Margate Close, northeast. Detectives have been trying to piece together his movements before he was killed. They're now circulating this picture of Goodeye in hopes it will jog someone's memory.